Well, here we go again, calling out Channel 1, and I don't really want to make this video too long today, but I figured we're going to lead off with something important that I forgot to mention yesterday from Laura Uhl. This is what everybody in the media ignored, alright? So, let's read what happened in Glen Oaks. Car robberies are up in Glen Oaks, Belrose, and Floral Park, according to the 105 precinct. Police confirmed a group of white teen females and males are walking around the neighborhoods of Glen Oaks, Floral Park, and Belrose, targeting luxury vehicles. The mastermind is a group of men, black, watching afar. The latest incident occurred in Glen Oaks on Thursday. According to several residents, a teen female was using her phone pretending to take selfies while taking pictures of a luxury car. The vehicle belonged to a fireman at the local firehouse at Union Turnpike and 254th Street. Oh my god, are you kidding me? This literally happened right by the old Gersh Academy school building. We're going to have to do a Google Street View to give you an idea of this area, but this is what I mean. This is Andrew Tiger Lee's neighborhood. Alright, and they're stealing cars in his own neighborhood. I mean, you literally cannot make this stuff up. And Channel 1 again seems to ignore this. You know, I didn't see anything about this in the 10 p.m. newscast last night. No. Did they talk about the 7-Eleven getting robbed by St. John's yesterday? No. Because we don't care about that. 2, 4, 5, 7, and 11 didn't even talk about it. Along with this. Alright, so let's see. As soon as the members of the firehouse confronted the teenager, she took off on foot. Police were called to the scene. Then an hour later, 2 men black were snooping around the firehouse looking at the vehicle while walking, but left when the firemen were outside. 3 more residents reported the same... I gotta go down. The same matching description after the vehicles were stolen in the same area. So this happened in the Glen Oaks Belrose border by Little Neck Parkway and Union Turnpike. So not too far from where the 7-Eleven is. Another resident alerted the police after 3 males were sitting by the bus stop in the same corner for hours waiting for the result from their hired teens with the update. A vehicle was stolen on Little Neck Parkway, 75th Avenue, and 254th Street later that evening. Most of the vehicles targeted were Mercedes-Benz, BMW, and Audis. So they're after European, but they're not after American luxury like Lincoln. Well, that's very interesting. This is why my dad's very cautious with his Lincoln Navigator, and especially because they know it's a 2013 model. They know with the V8 engine, that's a wanted vehicle nowadays. Especially with all the used car shortages. So... I mean, look, BMW, Audi, Mercedes-Benz. I mean, you literally cannot make this stuff up. And again, Channel 1 seems to ignore all these stories as usual. Alright, so this is Glen Oaks, an area that, again, I am very familiar with because, again, from what I've read from Laura Uhl, this happened literally around the corner from my alma mater, Gersh Academy. So, you literally cannot make this stuff up. Alright, this is, you know, when I graduated high school 10 years ago, did I ever imagine this was going to ever happen in a neighborhood that I cared about a lot? Because I also went to PS 115. Alright, so, let's do an emphasis here. Alright, this is where the firehouse is, right around here. So, let's do a little circle right around here. Little dot to emphasize it. So, you literally have 2 schools in this area. Okay, 2 schools. You got... Okay, let's erase that. Let's erase that because... can't believe we have to do that. You know, let's draw a better circle so you get a better idea of the schools that I'm highlighting. So... Okay, I'm not looking to rate anything right now. Okay, there we go. That's better. So look, you got 2 schools in this area. And of course, right by Long Island Jewish Hospital. So you literally cannot make this stuff up. Alright, so let's erase everything. That way I don't have it come up the next time when we have to use this. So let's take a look closer. And the firehouse right around here, engine 251. And I know them very well. Yep. So as you can see right here, this is engine 251. So, in fact, look at that. Here's an Audi. Look at that. Look at that. Here's an Audi. I think that's an Acura, if I'm correct. Yeah, but see here, this is an Audi. Okay, I mean, you think this is probably one of the vehicles that they were after. Now, mind you, this is a street view that's from 2019. Okay, I mean, thank goodness they blurred out the license plate, but let's go further back, and it goes back to 2012, so that really doesn't help us. So I just want to show you that this was right by the old Gersh Academy building. So let's pull this up. Let's pull it up right here. So let's see if we can pull this up. Yeah, okay, so now we just got to go back to 2012. Yeah, here we go. This is the earliest view we can get. So look at that, see? Look at that. This was literally right in front of the old Gersh Academy school building before they moved to West Hempstead. So I gotta say, Mr. Gersh really did make the right move when he left Glen Oaks, because for a billionaire, he is very smart. I gotta give the man credit for moving to West Hempstead, which is nowadays a much safer area compared to this. Much safer. Way much safer than Glen Oaks right now, because I'm telling you, the kids would be traumatized with everything going on in this neighborhood. You know? As I said, when I graduated 10 years ago, would I would have ever thought that this neighborhood was going to be in trouble? No! Never! But this is what's going on with bail reform and all these reckless kids who have been in quarantine now for a couple of years. I mean, my goodness. You know, this is literally right on top of Long Island Jewish Hospital. Okay, so now we're going to go to what's on the page of Channel 1 today. Because, I mean, I am just disgusted to see what we have to talk about. So this is the homepage of Channel 1 this morning. So let's move this down so I get rid of that black line over there. Okay. What is going on with this thing today? I don't know what's going on with OBS, but there we go. Now I fixed it. So this is what's going on here. They're talking about politics. And of course, they're so focused on the primary coming up a week from Tuesday. It's like, really? Really? And look at this. NJT? My God, what does this have to do with New York City? Alright, that's not, no, look, I will admit, I feel bad for what happened yesterday, but, you know, there's a lot going on in Queens that has to be talked about. But again, you see, again, does Channel 1 care about what's going on in Fresh Meadows or Glen Oaks? No, because we do not matter. We don't matter to them. We never have, and we never will. Alright, so this is the corrupt media at work. Alright? The corrupt media is doing its job. We're all being manipulated. We're all puppets to them. Alright? And what makes it even more of a joke is to find the story about the fire yesterday, you gotta go all the way down here. Alright? So we are going to watch Channel 1's news from 10 p.m. last night, because I thankfully did record it. Because I noticed with my iPad, it seems my capture card does a much better job with that than an iPhone for whatever reason. So, we're also going to watch In the Papers. Yeah, a pathetic segment, you know. Alright, so let me put my headphones on and, you know, we'll react as we go along here. So let me just mute the volume a little bit. Yeah, okay, that's better. Let's fast forward. Okay. So let's play it from here. So let's see what Channel 1 let off with last night at 10 o'clock.
It's 10 o'clock. 1-800-GOT-JUNK for home or office junk removal. We make junk disappear.
So let's see what they let off with.
This is New York 1 Live at 10. Here's what we're following tonight. Breaking news as we come on the air. 2 swimmers are dead, pulled from the waters off Rockaway Beach. Edric Robinson live from the scene, plus a deadly fire in South Ozone.
So let's
Park.
rewind that for a second. So this is the second time in a week where somebody has drowned off of Rockaway Beach. That kind of sounds alarming, doesn't it? I mean, really, that's very scary right there.
Swimmers are dead, pulled from the water.
And by the way, they did do a good job. They had a reporter on the scene.
Off Rockaway Beach, Edric Robinson live from the scene, plus a deadly fire in South Ozone Park as several homes go up in flames. Dan Rivoli standing by, and Juneteenth celebrations already underway as New Yorkers mark the old.
All right, so you get the idea. So we're going to fast forward this. So let's play it from here.
Yeah, choppers above the Atlantic Ocean tonight. Officials telling us that the incidents are related. It comes just a week after 2 teens drowned in Jamaica Bay. Tonight, Edric Robinson live in Rockaway Beach leading us off. Good evening, Edric.
Good evening, Cheryl. Yeah, it was just a week ago today where I was at the scene where those 2 teen boys drowned in Jamaica Bay. Now here at Rockaway Beach, 2 separate incidents just blocks away from each other. Take a look at this eyewitness video. FDNY police and helicopter crews responding to a water rescue shortly after 6 p.m. Police say the 2 victims, like you mentioned, are not known to each other. They say a female 16-year-old was pulled out of the water at Beach 108th Street. She was taken to St. John's Episcopal and pronounced dead. And then that may...
Okay, I do apologize. Let me see if I can get this working again.
8th Street and
Here we
taken
go.
to St. John's as well. He was also pronounced dead. Now, we spoke with residents here that say this is like deja vu. It seems to be happening every summer or at the start of every summer. Take a listen.
This is question mark about the city. They have to... Some mothers cry tonight.
And Cheryl, I don't know if you can see behind me, there's a red flag signaling that this beach is closed to the public. Now, I don't know if this flag was put up before those victims went into the water here. Now, before those families, but tonight, both of those families will be grieving the loss of their loved ones, Cheryl.
Edric Robinson leading us off.
So again, that was an excellent report last night. I don't know why they couldn't even put this on the website. I mean, look, you know how I had to find it? I had to literally click on this article right here. Okay, let's click on this article. And, you know, look where I had to go. I had to literally go down here to find this. I mean, really. So again, Channel 1 is purposely burying stories. They don't want us knowing what's really going on. It's like Channel 12 on Long Island.
Off in the Rockaways, also in Queens at this hour, a fast-moving fire claims 2 lives in South Ozone Park. Some 200 firefighters on the scene this afternoon trying to knock down the flames that engulfed several homes. Tonight, Dan Rivoli monitoring the active scene all evening. He's live for us in South Ozone Park with the latest tonight.
But why
Good
didn't
evening
you
to
post
Dan.
this on your website, Channel 1? This is a good report
Good evening,
as well.
Cheryl. The flames were put out hours ago, but there's still an active scene here on 125th Street in Queens. Authorities have blocked off this street as they investigate that intense, fast-moving, deadly fire.
I smelled smoke and I saw the house start burning.
An intense blaze and heavy smoke that severely damaged 3 homes on 125th Street in South Ozone Park around 2 in the afternoon Friday.
The whole block was black. You couldn't see nobody. You couldn't even see the firemen.
The home where the fire started collapsed. Firefighters recovered 2 bodies inside. It's not clear what caused their deaths. 5 firefighters were hurt, but their injuries are not life-threatening. An FDNY official said the fire started in one home and then spread.
On arrival, there was heavy fire in one private dwelling, 2-story private dwelling on the block, which quickly extended to 2 other private dwellings, one on each side, and all of that resulted in heavy fire in 3 buildings.
The wind carried the fire and smoke across the street, causing minor damage to 2 homes.
All I know is that I was walking right through my front door, and it was just a big fire right there.
Shamaya Burke lives on the block and described the intense fire mere feet from her front door.
This was a big and bad fire. Like, it traveled faster than you know it. Like, it got bigger and bigger every second.
The blaze destroyed homes and displaced families who lived on a block where neighbors were friendly to each other.
I feel sad for the families because we know them, like, personally. We grew up on this block a while, and it's hard to see that their house went down like that.
The Red Cross is helping 9 families who are displaced from this fire. That includes 29 adults and 13 children. Meanwhile, the FDNY continues to investigate the cause of this blaze. Cheryl?
Dan Rivoli live in South Ozone Park. To other news
Okay,
we're
so
following
there
this
you go.
hour.
I mean, that was a good report. And again, not on the website. You know, I'm a subscriber of Spectrum, and yet I'm paying money for them. And yet, not even on the website. No video.
Detectives trying to track down
Now watch this
burglars
story.
stealing ATMs. New video coming in tonight of thieves dragging cash machines out of stores. Authorities confirming 42 businesses have been targeted so far this year. Police say the criminals made off with $60,000 in cash from the ATMs. Now to the pandemic, babies 6 months.
Okay, now
and up.
I'm just gonna fast forward to show you what was the rest of this newscast, which they were talking about COVID. No surprise there. I mean, they're talking about babies, and okay, as I said, you know, my mom's friends' granddaughters, they're finally gonna be eligible. It's about time. You know, I'm very happy that they're gonna be eligible beginning next week, and I have a cousin who's under 5. She's not eligible yet, but she's gonna be. And I have another cousin on the way next month. You know, that baby's not going to be eligible for, so at least, 4 to 6 months old? Infants are finally going to be eligible. And look at again! Why? Why are they talking about New Jersey Transit? What does this have to do with New York City? Alright, we had a 12-9 this morning. Somebody was struck by a train at York Street. No, Channel 1 didn't even have that on their website. You know, service was heavily impacted on 4 subway lines this morning. You know, this is what Channel 1's priorities are. Alright? You know, you literally cannot make this stuff up with this TV station. I'm done here. I'm done with this. So, let's just see what was mentioned in the papers this morning. Let's watch the segment.
This Saturday morning.
Let's start with the Daily News. Here's a front page. They had him, the headline this morning, after a man wanted here in the city for allegedly choking and slashing a woman on the subway last week, arrested in Baltimore in a rape case. The Daily
Well, at least I'm glad Channel 1 did talk about that. So let's see what the story was.
News says that Subhan Azayeb spent a terrifying 2 weeks on a wild crime spree where he was in and out of custody, culminating with the choking and stabbing of a subway rider and raping a woman in Baltimore. The paper says before that he was arrested and released for 5 separate crimes here in the city between May the 30th and June the 7th. According to his father, he is mentally ill, but he would not take his medicine.
NYPD
See what I mean? See what I mean? And then look at this. NYPD probes cyberbullying over cop romances at a Brooklyn precinct. So what's this one about?
Investigating cyberbullying over police romances at a precinct in Brooklyn. This is the 78th precinct in Park Slope. A male commanding officer, a female detective, and a female officer faced online attacks that included crude sexual comments and doctored photographs. Precinct Commander Captain Fons Souffrant alerted department superiors about the online attacks after ending his relationship with Detective Eileen Estevez. They, along with Officer Naomi Sierra, were stripped of their guns and referred to the NYPD's medical division over concerns about fallout from the cyber chatter.
Veteran TV journalist Ernie Anastas returning to TV. Remember him 3 years ago after he signed off, 3 years after signing off from Fox 5 for the last time. Anastas will host a weekly syndicated TV show. It is called Positively America with Ernie Anastas. The show will feature Anastas speaking to people on the street about current events and interviewing guests. The show will start airing in September. So many New Yorkers know him, of course.
And it's already what he does on social media, so seeing it on a different scale, because he continued to do the Positively Ernie stuff afterwards. That'll be interesting to see. All right, let's go to the New York Post and see what we have here at the front page this morning. Colbert's capital offense is the headline. After
Are you kidding me?
Earlier instructions to
Who
charge
cares? Has left the state with a lot of leftover sanitizer that the
Wait. Time out. New Yorkers Love hand soap is still available? Let me read this. The push by former Governor Cuomo to produce New Yorkers Love hand soap during the pandemic has left the state with a glut of product it can no longer use. New York State has been forced to shelve 700,000 gallons of New Yorkers Love hand soap following the federal government's order pushing the kibosh on distributing any sanitizer that was made by non-drug manufacturers after March of this year. So, this is interesting. Yeah, but the thing is, at Osdom, we actually have Purell branded hand soap, so why would we need the New Yorkers Love hand soap? That doesn't make any sense.
The state can no longer use. Remember, that really does not.
The city budget continues to heat up. Adams took on AOC for Twitter bashing. Council Speaker Adrian Adams. He said, pick up.
Oh, God.
As both teams.
Russian President Vladimir Putin lashing out at the U.S. Problems on morale boost.
And the other main...
All right, I think I'm done today. I think I'm done. You know, that's Channel 1 today as usual. You know, not prioritizing what really matters to us. And I'm done here. So, hopefully I don't have to call them out for a while. But, again, if I see something out of the ordinary, you know, I'm going to keep doing it. I'm going to keep doing it, Channel 1. Don't think I'm not going anywhere. I'm calling you out. That's it.